As you've probably seen on the news, there was a major devastating earthquake that hit the country of Nepal. Nepal is one of the poorest countries that you can possibly imagine. The infrastructure was very weak to start out with, and now we have over 4,000 fatalities that have already been located. The estimate is that we will see well over 10,000 people that have died from this. There are 4 or 5 larger cities. Kathmandu is the capital. It is heavily populated with houses literally side by side. The earthquake leveled all of those. Some of the major buildings in the capital have been leveled. They finally were able to get the airport opened up late yesterday for planes to begin coming in, but it is not a major airport. When you're flying C-130s and other cargo planes in, it is very difficult for them to land, and then only one can unload, and then other supplies try to get in from the next plane that comes in. Right now, Gleaning for the World has partners on the ground, and we're getting first-hand reports. The reports are not good. Quite honestly, we are looking at an area where the people are living on the streets because of the danger of another earthquake or aftershocks causing other buildings to fall down. They've been asked for the next week not to go back in any of the buildings. So you have literally millions of people that are living on the streets in the 4 or 5 major cities, and they are basically without clean water, they're without food, they are literally living in fear of every moment. We were meeting with a missionary from Nepal yesterday, and he was talking about his wife, who is a pastor, was having a church service when the earthquake hit. They had over 50 members of that church who were killed and many others who were injured. We're getting reports now that they are almost out of medical supplies, with a very poor healthcare system to start out with, but now they were without supplies. We know that countries like the United States, the United Nations, we know that Pakistan, China, and others are trying to get supplies in, but it's very difficult. When you look at the whole problem of food, we know that most of the food is raised in the valley area, and then there are massive mountain ranges, as you can imagine, around where over 150 communities are located. The road systems are basically destroyed, so getting food to the outlying areas is impossible. I've been asked about helicopters dropping food to people, and we have to remember that with the terrain that we're working with, and also with the airport structure that they have, that getting aircraft in that are capable of dropping supplies is almost impossible. So it is probably the most complex disaster that we have ever worked with, or that anyone has worked with. And what we're doing at Gleaning for the World is that we are collecting funds. We are daily able to transfer funds into these local pastors who are doing all that they possibly can to get food and water for the people that are living on the streets. It also gives us a unique opportunity to share the gospel with the people that are there, because of so many pastors that have been trained that are on the ground. So far, we have been able to send enough money for about 3,000 meals of food and water for the people that are there, and every single day we're transferring funds into the local pastors so that they can try to find the food that is possible. This is probably, as I said, the most complex disaster we've ever worked with. My concern, as I've said over the last few days for the media, is that we may see a lot more people starving to death than were destroyed by the earthquake. How we're going to make it all happen, we don't know. It is impossible right now to ship any supplies into the country because of the complexity of working with India and other countries, because Nepal itself is landlocked. So any funding that can come into Gleaning for the World will immediately be transferred so that we can get the money to these pastors on a daily basis to keep as many people alive as possible.
I'm a missionary leader in Nepal, and we have 155 churches and 160 pastors and missionaries, 5 elementary schools. We are also working with the children ministry. So I don't know what is the situation of those pastors, churches, and the missionaries over there and the schools. So once I hear from them, I will know what is need to be done. And also, as I'm interviewing in America, in the city of America, so I just want to ask all the believers in America, the churches, to pray for the peace of Nepal. Even politically we are almost like unstable. So pray for us and extend your help if you can, because gospel still has to be preached. My plan and burden and vision is to plant the churches. This is the time of because of earthquake we are concerned about that. But the other hand, gospel has to be preached in Nepal. 30 million people, population is in Nepal, and very few, 2.5 million are to be believers. It is also not really exactly the number, but I believe that the Lord will help us to take the gospel to the people. So I am also on the television, Nepal television. That's Nepal's national television. So I need prayer. And also I'm on the radio stations, 25 of them. There are more than 200 radio stations. So I need to be active in the preaching of the gospel. So please pray and help whatever way you can do. Right now is, I believe, the medicine and the treatment for the people, those who are injured, and also the food. Because one of the thing we have in Kathmandu, especially those who are in Kathmandu, we only have one main road coming from the plains, from where our rice and food comes. So because of this earthquake, many roads are cracked down, so many damages there, and airport also was closed. So I hope that airport will be open very soon. So yes, the main need for the people right now is to take care of them, those who are injured, and doctors are just treating them in the roadside. The hospitals are full, and they're going through a lot of problems. So these are the things happening now. The devastation that happened by the earthquake was on Saturday, and the Saturday is the church service day in Nepal, because Nepal has a holiday. Saturday is the holiday. So almost all Christians were in the church services, and so was my family, my wife Elisheba and sons, and the church people were there, and they just finished their worship service, and Elisheba just stood for preaching the word, and she just fell down from the pulpit, and everybody fell down. She fell down 2-3 times, and somebody picked her up. So that's what it happened, and everybody came out, and they were not allowed to go to their homes. It was announced by the government. So now they are staying in a church compound in a ground. So there are other people from all around, like neighboring people also have come there. So more than 200 people are taking shelter in that area. And I learned that there was a big tower, a historical tower called Dharara. It is fallen down, and nearly 200 people. I heard 180 was already, pulled up, and then maybe 20 or more were still there under that. So 200 died there, and also most of the houses, especially the old houses, were fallen down, and many people died. So number right now is almost like over 2,000. but it is increasing. Day after day it is increasing, so it could be several thousands of people and be killed, and also injury many, I think maybe 5-10,000 or many more. We have not heard from the remote areas because no communication there, especially no internet is working properly, no electricity, no water, no milk they can buy, so the people are suffering. So that's what the update is right now. And I called one of the pastor and his son, and they said that many homes are collapsed, the homes of believers, and not only the believers. It is not like selected things, but all the people in there. So they might be looking for some help there.